Hi guys, Shaz here, back with another recap of Married at First Sight Season 17, and today we are talking about Episode 6, so let's chat. Our couples have been married for 5 days. They are on honeymoon in the beautiful Cancun, Mexico. Austin and Becca, they're fine, they're having an awesome time. They are still loved up. Cameron and Claire, we're not so sure about them. Lauren and Orion had quite a hectic conversation, if you recall. It's very controversial. And Emily and Brennan seem okay. They bonded over a couple of tequila shots. But let's see, day 5.
Last night, I started to sleep separately from my husband.
Okay, so safe to say things are still a bit tense with Lauren and Orion.
So things do feel a bit offbeat.
Oh, so what is their day going to be like? I feel like it's going to be awkward. Let's see. This beautiful grotto, it's such a romantic setting, and let's see if they can patch things up. Let's see if they can build a bridge and move forward.
Nothing that was said yesterday was out of malice.
There are a lot of things I don't move on.
It seems like after their conversation, they both took some time apart, they both reflected on what was said and their responses to it, and it looks like Lauren is kind of getting it. She's getting why Orion was so offended and why he was so upset.
As it pertains to race, we both deal with just like a lot of insincere and ignorant comments, and neither one of us should have to come back home to that same ignorance.
Nothing resolved around the conversation they had, but they talk about the fact that, you know what, they're in this beautiful place, they're away from sort of real life, so maybe it's an opportunity for them to learn how to navigate these conversations while they're there. So they sort of end on a very sweet note, but let's see what happens next. On to Cameron and Claire.
I feel like my relationship with Cameron has been very serious.
So they are trying to fun it up, having a splatter experience. What exactly is the splatter experience?
When I count to 3, you're gonna flick the first splatter on your canvas. 1, 2, 3, señores. Eso, mero. There you go.
We're having fun, we're having fun.
Are they though? They still seem so awkward.
Go ahead.
You got it.
No, you, this is all you.
They seem to let loose a little bit though.
Hold me back. Dude, So much fun. Wow.
But then they're back to awkward.
But yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, no, I think you took my my aggressive play well.
It was funny.
Yeah.
But now it's time for the girls and guys to hang out together.
So being married, I really like that.
What will Cameron and Claire have to say to that one?
We have a lot of intense conversations.
That Cameron and I, we aren't the most physically affectionate.
I'm really attracted to Claire. I think she is very attractive.
We have not kissed nor cuddled.
So I think Claire's love language is touch, right? She's a touchy-feely girl. She wants to feel affection. She doesn't mind PDA. And I think Cameron's a little bit restrained on that side. So they're not really reading each other well, and they're not really communicating the way each other would like, it seems. I don't know. What do you think? Anyway, what will the others share?
With Orion and I, we've dealt with some really uncomfortable conversations. We're trying to understand each other as individuals.
I wouldn't say marriage is everything I thought it would be. Lauren is everything that I've wanted.
Quite interesting, because Lauren is sort of opening up to the girls. She's saying, you know, they had a difficult conversation. Things are a little bit difficult. But Orion with the guys is kind of saying, oh, yeah, you know, maybe marriage isn't everything I wanted, but Lauren is. So I found that interesting.
I've never had a relationship.
And I'm just trying to learn more and more about her.
So Emily and Brennan are kind of saying, everything's fine, we're getting to know each other, we're having a lot of fun, everything's good, all's good. But Emily seems to be having a hair situation.
Yeah, and then my hair has been in dreads ever since this morning.
On to Austin and Becca, and Austin sort of with the guys is like, yeah, no, everything's fine, but not in a very enthusiastic way. And then Becca talks about the fact that, yeah, they're very physically attracted to each other, things look great, but they haven't really gotten that serious yet.
We haven't talked about like goals, religion, politics, like a lot of that stuff.
Becca and Austin are together after, and Austin's telling her, about the conversation with the guys and the fact that he sort of downplayed their relationship with them. And she's a little bit taken aback. And he sort of justifies it.
Hard for other couples when they aren't instantly connected like we are.
His rationale is that kind of, he doesn't want to rub it in the faces of the other couples that they are doing so well. But yeah, I don't know, Becca feels differently about it.
But by extinguishing your own candle, you don't light someone else's.
Claire and Cameron are catching up as well, and Cameron's telling Claire how, he was telling the guys that his communication maybe needs to improve. It's not quite, he doesn't communicate the same way she does, and she's feeling really great about that, and, they are feeling good about the future.
I'm actually super optimistic about our future.
I agree.
Lauren and Orion are catching up, and it seems like they are in a good place. It feels like maybe they've moved past their difficult conversation.
I still have trust in you.
Happy.
I'm very happy too.
Day 6, and the couples are going to spend the day together. They are going to go on a boat ride.
Today we are meeting up with the other couple.
And spirits are high. They're all in the van together. They're all getting along, having a joke. Emily's still having an issue with her hair, though.
It's literally like matted.
And then, of course, Mother Nature decides to throw a wrench in the situation.
The weather has officially failed us.
The boat is not gonna happen.
But the day is not a total loss. They're still going to hang out together and play some dangerous games.
I have some questions for us to answer if we feel interested.
I really hope this gets interesting.
Cameron, what's your biggest pet peeve?
If I walk into a grocery store that doesn't have self-checkout, I literally walk right back out.
Boring.
Becca, in what areas of your life do you feel most fulfilled?
It's romance right now.
This is so boring.
Back at the hotel, Emily is getting her hair sorted.
But are you gonna cut the extensions out?
This looks, I don't know. I've never had extensions. Is this normal, guys? And then finally, the guys go off to try for that boat ride again.
Try number 2.
Allow me.
The weather's playing along this time. They are off. They are having an awesome time. They are having a party. And of course, Cameron and Claire are having a riveting conversation.
Boats bring the best out in people. It's just, it's an experience.
You can't be mad on a boat.
Yeah. Just
awkward.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not the only ones having awkward conversations.
I feel like it's just gonna be less palm trees.
Yeah.
That's...
Yeah, honestly.
What is the vibe you guys get from this couple? For me, it is just so weird. I can't put my finger on it, but it's just strange.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Me too.
So we are back at the resort, and Orion and Lauren are going out for a dinner, and they're reflecting a little bit on the day.
What do you think the highlight of today was?
I had a lot of fun dancing on the boat.
And then they start talking about what they are looking forward to intimacy-wise.
I feel like the foreplay probably starts with fellatio from you.
So I like kissing.
Like kissing?
Yeah, I like touching and kissing neck, yeah.
Ooh, guys, gosh.
How do you feel about sex toys being involved?
They're talking about what they want from an intimacy point of view, and then they talk about, their own intimacy and prior to the marriage.
It's been a bit of time since I last had sex.
Orion tells us it's been, probably a little bit over a year since he's been intimate with somebody. It really takes a lot for him to get there. There has to be, a bit of trust. There has to be a bit of a connection. But for Lauren...
So it's a couple months ago. 2 months, probably to the day.
Orion does not take this well.
Right now I am feeling a bit uncomfortable.
Ryan's kind of saying, once they had told him that they found him a match, he was kind of engaged, that's it. And Lauren's kind of saying, yeah, same for me. At the time, we weren't engaged yet.
I just don't want to hand myself out.
So how do you feel that I had sex 2 months ago?
Yeah, Ryan, tell us how you really feel.
It kind of took sex off the table for me.
So yet another episode ends with Lauren and Orion having an awkward, difficult conversation. But what did you guys think? That's it for this recap. And if you enjoyed this episode or this recap, please give my video a like. Don't forget to comment below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And I will see you next time for episode 7. Until then, stay awesome. Love you lots. Bye. Da, 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 da.